They have a representative, Ilhan Omar, who they say married her brother. It's a fraud. She tries to deny it now, but you can't really deny it because, you know, it just happened. She shouldn't be allowed to be a congresswoman, and I'm sure people are looking at that. And she should be thrown the hell out of our country. And most of those people, they have destroyed Minnesota, okay? Minnesota, you have an incompetent governor. You have a crooked governor. He's crooked as hell, but he's incompetent. Waltz he should be ashamed. That beautiful land, that beautiful state. And all they do is complain, complain, complain. You have her. She's always talking about the Constitution provides me with, go back to your own country and figure out your Constitution. All she does is complain about this country. Without this country, she would not be in very good shape. She probably wouldn't be alive right now. So Somalia is considered by many to be the worst country on earth. I don't know. I haven't been there. I won't be there anytime soon, I hope. But what the Somalian people have done to Minnesota is not even believable. It's not even believable. And a lot of it starts with the governor.
He's always been a racist, a bigot, a xenophobic, and Islamophobic. We know that he called African nations a shithole in his first administration. We know that when he came down that escalator, he said he was going to stop Muslim immigration into this country. And so it is not surprising that he is going after black immigrants in this country. And it's certainly not surprising that he's choosing a black immigrant community that is also Muslim. But what I would like to say is that most of us are citizens. On our passport, it says we are nationals of this country. We love that Minnesota has welcomed us. Many of us have not been settled in Minnesota. We chose it as a home because the Minnesota people and the state is beautiful and very welcoming. And we are going to be here regardless of what the president has to say.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey.
Why this beat so cold?
We will make America proud again. When you try to kill our we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Yo boy, y'all see it's been real hot and spicy. Woo! Hey, we getting down to the nitty gritty. It's going on down there in Minnesota. The Somalia, Ilhan Omar, the brother lover. They said they had that heifer's birth certificate, his birth certificate, her friend's birth certificate. They said, oh, they've been inbred and all kind of stuff. Oh, hell. It's just a disgrace. They got fraud and scandals and corruption. They ought to walk everybody out in Minnesota. That governor, that stolen Valor tampon fella that was down there drinking sweet tea in China. Yeah, he down there in China drinking sweet tea. We caught him. We caught you. Yeah, he talking about live on television. I was a knucklehead at times. I was a knucklehead at times. I mean, man, politicians down there in Minnesota dying. It's a political assassin. I mean, man, people ought to be walked out and investigated. Hands behind they got doggone back. No other way around it, family. Trump done had enough of y'all butt. He calling out for what it is. Y'all are garbage. Go back to your own hellhole, he says, and fix it then. All y'all do is bitch and complain. And some of y'all are the biggest criminals, the biggest crooks, the biggest frauds there is. And we've had enough of y'all, but yeah, this is good, y'all. I couldn't wait to get into this on today's show. Happy holidays, everybody. I'm wishing y'all safe travels. A warm December. I know it done got cold in a lot of places. It's cold down here in Texas. And stay y'all butt over there. Don't to any liberal Democrats and any one of y'all in them blue states trying to get your U-Haul ready, you stay your butt over there. It's gonna work out for you. And if you're in New York City, remember, everything is free. All right, so y'all, it's gonna work out for you. I promise you. We got too many people coming down here to Texas now. I can't even leave the house and go towards Houston. I gotta stay over here out in the country. Cause too many of y'all, it's traffic everywhere you go. Y'all got no registration, no license, that fake passport. Y'all got no proof of nothing. Nothing. You just free riding. No, you know, y'all say y'all butt over there. Hell. Too many of y'all done came down here to Texas. You know, now some of y'all love y'all. You know, they say, Rick, Mr. Rick, I had to leave though, sir. Mr. Rick, California, New Jersey. Mr. Rick, I just had to leave. I'm so sorry, Mr. Rick. I say, hey, I can't blame you. I don't blame you. I'd have left to hell. They'd have ran Rick out of there to hell. But I couldn't wait to get into this, man. It's not looking good for Miss Ilhan Omar and the Democrat Party in Minnesota and Tim Walz and many others. It's not looking good, y'all. Oh boy. Let's go and get into this.
70,000, 80,000 Somalis sent to Minnesota.
What'd she say?
70,000, 80,000 Somalis sent to Minnesota.
Yeah.
So they could vote in Ilhan Omar. That's how it was set up.
Damn.
Do you know that they are inbred so much that their IQ is between 60 and 80?
Damn. And y'all go put Barack. We seen Barack. We know what he did too. Y'all, Barack still walk, salt and pepper still walking around. You know, he down there in Mushroom Land. Him and Big Michael. We know what you did, Barry. Y'all know they forget to mention you half the time, but I ain't gonna let it slide on this show.
If y'all don't get y'all fraudulent scamming, cross-eyed, big four-headed,
Damn.
incestual asses up out of here. We know you married your brother. Take y'all illegal scamming asses on. Get out. I'm on my way to Minnesota. I'm on my way to ask you questions. You didn't want to say nothing to the white boy that was asking. You wanted to threaten the white boy, but I bet you won't threaten me. I bet you won't tell me to get the fuck on. I bet I won't. Let's go to Minnesota. Let me call my brother and my best friend, and let's start a TV show. Let's go around to all these damn places and figure out what the fuck is going on. I'm already in Dearborn. Let's start there first. Those motherfuckers need to go to.
That woman is hotter than fish grease. I ain't lying, y'all. But a lot of these people are down there down there in Minnesota the same way though. I've talked to many of them. I've seen videos of them go viral. People are hotter than fish grease on what's going on down there. I'm telling you, you know. Yeah, it's going on. Family, it is going on down there, and I'm with it now. You know, Trump has reached a tipping point, and this is how Ilhan Omar responded earlier, a couple hours ago. Look,
Congresswoman, do you agree with President Trump's assumption that you married your brother to get citizenship? Have you begun packing your bags for Somalia yet, Congresswoman Omar?
I'm not going anywhere.
You're not?
No, don't waste your energy on me.
Do you have a message for President
I
Trump?
will be here probably longer than Trump.
Wait, do you have a message for
Since
President
I
Trump?
am like a quarter of his age.
yeah, we know, ma'am. We
Yeah,
know
we-
you're a quarter of his age. I hate when they try to pull that card, man. Yeah, and we all got to go someday, ma'am. There's some of us that are younger, some of us that are older. Some of us are born in different generations, different years, ma'am. I tell you, man.
Anything else you'd like to say to
Some
him?
old man losing his mind. I don't know why he's obsessed with me.
Some old man losing his mind.
Interesting. Well, thank you, Congresswoman.
Yeah, I hope he gets help.
Thank you.
Man, she said, I hope Trump gets help. He's an old man losing his mind. What do y'all think of that? Leave a beautiful comment down below for Miss Ilhan Omar as she expresses her freedom of speech. You know, that beautiful freedom of speech. You're right. You know. But I love how on Fox News they didn't blink out the bad word Trump said. Y'all know Trump said a bad word. Has a reckless mouth. You know, I love it. Trump is calling out for what it is. And only certain few are going to have the courage, the guts to call it out for what it is.
You know, our country's at a tipping point. We could go bad. We're at a tipping point. I don't know if people mind me saying that, but I'm saying it. We could go one way or the other. And we're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country. Ilhan Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage. These aren't people that work. These aren't people that say, let's go, come on, let's make this place great.
Not at all.
These are people that do nothing but complain. They complain. And from where they came from, they got nothing. You know, they came from paradise, and they said, this isn't paradise. But when they come from hell, and they complain and do nothing but bitch, we don't want them in our country. Let them go back to where they came from and fix it.
I don't give what they talking about. Hey, my president gonna call it out for what it is. We got a gangster in the White House. We got a G in the White House. We gotta keep it pimping in the White House. We ain't let it slide. We're gonna call your butt out. All y'all do is complain. Y'all seen the mess I got inherited. You think some of y'all ain't take economy 101 or what is it, 102, whatever you call it. You didn't, you don't know how the economy actually works. So it's just all Trump's fault. Trump fault. The number inflation rate then came down. It didn't come all the way down to where, things have just come all the way down. But, from where it was at 9% into this administration got it all the way down to 3%. But it's still, everything is still all Trump's fault. You fall down, it's Trump's fault. You drop that big old slushy you got from the big gulp at the gas station, you drop that on the floor, it's Trump's fault. Your car break down, it's Trump's fault. You got fired from your job, it's Trump's fault. Everything is Trump. And we sick or tired of it. Some of the biggest crooks, criminals, screaming to the top of their lungs, involved in some of the biggest scandals, come scream to the top of their lungs, it's Trump. But come to find out, your drawers is dirty. You got them big old dirty drawers. And you still wearing them same drawers. You ain't changed them, you ain't took a bath, you ain't did nothing. But scream Trump. And we sick of y'all. Yeah, we sick of all y'all. Yeah. Your Trump derangement syndrome, we've had enough. I agree with the president, man. And I love how he been talking lately. I love how he been talking to the reporters, these activists, the fake news media. I love how he been treating it. Some things y'all might say he might just have went too far, or some things he just said, I don't care. I've been loving it. And that's just how I feel. You might think Rick, I don't know. But look, I've been loving it lately,
Thank you very much, everybody.
Look, he tapped the desk. He tapped his desk, so we all look at Pete X and yeah. He post Franklin the Turtle. Yeah, Pete Hegseth then triggered the liberals and Democrats posting a meme. Boy, they is playing in y'all face, man. And I love it. We as sick as y'all. He told y'all want to poison Americans. We're gonna blow you up. Matter of fact, we're gonna blow the whole boat up. We're gonna blow it up. We done told y'all, we done warned y'all. We told y'all. No more poisoning Americans. America first. Come through here if you wanna. Yeah, it's gonna be a goner. Boom, bam, bang, blow it up. Just like, I don't know why y'all be surprised when you see the footage, when you see the tweet. He told you about them having a program. What, we got a tweet at 11 o'clock at night that Trump then sent Operation Midnight Hammer. Boom, bam, bang, blow it up. He been saying it for years. You might not have liked the decision. You might not like this and that. A lot of y'all didn't fear-mongering gaslight. Trump has started World War III. And look how that played out. Trump and his terrorists. Look how that played out. Now he's talking about shit. I want y'all to feel this win. Here, I got $2,000 for you. Y'all complain about that. Complain about everything. Hey, Trump says no income tax. We know who the ones are complaining about that, though. Trump says the hell with the IRS. Hey. What a president, man, of our lifetime. What a president. That's what I can say. What a god doggone president, man. And he has had it. He has had it, man. For real. And they ought to walk this scum out. feeling cute might rob the taxpayers. You just can't make it up, man. You just can't. I like this right here. This is what I played earlier during the show, and y'all loved it.
Why do we allow people that are not natural born citizens of this country to represent the natural born citizens of this country? Do we think that people that have openly said that their allegiance lies with another country are going to represent you and I and everybody else? That's an absurd thought, and we all know it's not true. So when are we going to wake the fuck up and quit allowing people to come here from other countries who are not citizens to serve in our government and make policy that does not represent the United States taxpayer? When are we going to wake up and fix that? Because that's the actual problem here, and nobody wants to say it. These people do not belong here. When you bring third world people to America, they don't magically convert into American culture. They bring over all the savagery that they have lived with their entire lives here to your backyard. And the reason they're allowed to do that is because people who never have to deal with the consequences of these actions continue to fucking allow it.
Boy, oh boy, what do y'all feel about that game? I played that in our previous show, and so many people loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And oh boy, here she is once again.
Know that he's always been a racist, a bigot, a xenophobic, and Islamophobic. We know that he called African nations a shithole in his first administration. We know that when he came down that escalator, he said he was going to stop Muslim immigration into this country. And so it is not surprising that he is going after black immigrants.
Boy, this is a disgrace.
And it's certainly not
I literally almost choked myself to death looking at hearing this crap, man. This lady's a disgrace, boy.
That he's choosing a black immigrant community that is also Muslim. But what I would like to say is that most of us are citizens. On our passport, it says we are nationals of this country. We love that Minnesota has welcomed us. Many of us have not been settled in Minnesota. We chose it as a home.
This lady right here, what's her name from MS Now? Is she getting a little uncomfortable?
Because the Minnesota people and the state is beautiful and very welcoming, and we are going to be here regardless of what the president has to say.
Imagine you wake up, look out your window, and your street is crawling with federal agents. The mayor is on live TV telling people to call 911 if they see masked officers outside their doors. And at the very same time, the president is threatening to arrest any local officials who get in the federal agents' way. This isn't a movie. This is happening right now. And the story behind it is even bigger than the headlines. $1 billion fraud scandal, terror funding allegations, and the Department of Homeland Security Secretary claiming half the visas in Minnesota are all fraudulent. And at its center, a lone congresswoman from Somalia whose days in political power appear to be coming to a decisive end. In the front row seat, the smack directed ICE to launch an intensive enforcement operation in Minnesota's Twin Cities, specifically targeting illegal Somali immigrants with a focus on those who already have final deportation orders. According to leaked details, roughly 100 federal agents and strike teams are being deployed from around the country to Minneapolis, St. Paul, precisely for this mission. At the same time, President Trump is doubling down on his reverse migration efforts across the country, but most particularly in Minnesota. At a cabinet meeting yesterday, he blasted both ultra-repulsive Representative Ilhan Omar and the Somali migrants who put her into power.
I don't want them in our country. Their country's no good for a reason. Their country stinks, and we don't want them in our country. I could say that about other countries, too. I can say it about other countries, too. We don't want them to hell. We have to rebuild our country. You know, our country's at a tipping point. We could go bad. We're at a tipping point. I don't know if people mind me saying that, but I'm saying it. We could go one way or the other. And we're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country. Ilhan Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage. These aren't people that work. These aren't people that say, let's go, come on, let's make this place great. These are people that do nothing but complain. They complain. And from where they came from, they got nothing. You know, they came from paradise, and they said, this isn't paradise. But when they come from hell, and they complain and do nothing but bitch, we don't want them in our country.
Now, while the woke legacy media is having a politically correct panic attack,
I can watch that clip over and over and over and over. Hey, what y'all think? Hey, let me know in the comment section, family. I can watch that clip over and over and over, man. You know, but I say yesterday, I said, watch the headlines, watch tomorrow. Trump's this, Trump's a racist, Trump's a what? I said, watch, they're gonna pull the exact same crap. Anytime Trump opens up his mouth, oh, the big bad orange man, oh, he's the racist, oh, he's the bigot, oh, I told y'all, man.
Comments. They just so happen to be perhaps the single most popular words Trump has ever spoken. Politically, what he just said there at that cabinet meeting was a home run, if not a grand slam. Rich Barris of Big Data Polling found that among likely voters, Trump's mass deportation efforts are garnering 57% support. That's a plus 24 margin. We just don't see policies this popular anymore. So what Trump just said there is enormously popular, and it even shot GOP enthusiasm up 8 points. Mark Mitchell at Rasmussen found it even more popular, 66% support among likely voters. Again, let that hit you. Nearly 70% support. Even the latest New York Times poll is showing 63% support for deporting all, not some or most, all illegal migrants who entered the United States in the past 4 years. 55% support deporting every single illegal migrant without exception. So when the legacy media has their politically correct panic attacks over what President Trump just said there, the vast majority, I mean, again, we're talking literally the vast majority of the country turns them off. They want nothing to do with that ridiculous, absurd, woke virtue signaling. That's literally convincing no one except the legacy media's rapidly dwindling audience. Now, as we've been reporting on this channel for the last several days, Minnesota has been rocked by one of the biggest pandemic fraud scandals in American history. The Feeding Our Future case alone saw more than $250 million
we covered
in
that
federal
so much.
child nutrition money. 33. Remember, if you call them
dollars from the taxpayers, and we're going to remove them, and we're going to get our money back.
50%. You heard that right. 50% of Minnesota's visas and related programs are frauds.
Fraud.
50%.
It's just fraud all over the place.
People are lying their way into this country. They're gaming the visa system. They're faking marriages, even allegedly marrying their brothers to stay on benefits. And of course, Governor Walz, he's looking the other way, man. Governor Happy Ham.
Oh, no, I'm a knucklehead. That's not happening. I'm a knucklehead. Oh, that's not happening. No, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'll tell you who's the problem. That guy in the White House. The big bad orange man. Man, that clown, man. Clown. I keep telling y'all, man. He ought to resign. They ought to walk his butt out in handcuffs.
That's right. He's either an idiot or he did it on purpose. But of course, Kristi Noem goes with both, right? Now, connect the dots in all of this. Massive fraud in welfare and food programs. Serious allegations of money reaching terror networks. A DHS chief saying half the visas in one state are bogus. And to add insult to injury, who do these people vote for to represent them? The single most repulsive member of Congress, Ilhan Omar, who does nothing but denigrate and disparage and rip apart our nation. Is it any wonder Trump finally said enough. Now, obviously, this corrupt system in Minneapolis is in absolute panic. Minneapolis soy boy Mayor Jacob Fry held a press conference warning the Somali community, and even did it speaking in Somalian, that federal agents were coming for them. And their ultra woke, pathetic police chief said that they would do everything in their power to thwart those agents from arresting, detaining, and deporting much of their Somali community. But border czar Tom Homan ain't having any of it.
Look, I'll say the same thing I said to other chiefs of police in sanctuary cities. Shame on you. I mean, your number one responsibility is the safety and security of your communities. And ICE is targeting criminals. Criminals. So for you not to partner with ICE to make your community safer is shameful. He ought to put his badge in the desk drawer and walk away, because he stopped being a cop, become a politician. If a true law enforcement official would work with ICE, okay, look, I don't want to be an immigration officer. I'll leave that to you guys. But when we have an illegal alien public safety threat in the community, I want to be shoulder to shoulder with you. I want to help you make my community safer, because the chief of police, that's my number one responsibility. If he wants to watch, stand aside, do it. But if you cross that line, Pam Bondi and her U.S. attorneys are waiting to prosecute anybody that impedes law enforcement, ICE law enforcement, Border law enforcement in doing their job. Zero tolerance for impeding ICE in their operations.
When all is said and done, this isn't about Somalis. It's about a deeper question.
Like we said, we said this before.
Allowed to demand that your borders be enforced and your tax dollars not stolen without being smeared as a racist, xenophobic bigot? President Trump is answering that question with decisive action, speaking on our behalf for sure.
I told you, it'd be spoken about a whole differently. If a lot of the fraud, the corruption, a lot of these scandals like never took place, it would be a different type of conversation. You know, that's what we were just saying. It's not just about the Somalians here. I'm telling you, man. But yeah, that grease and popped off the pan. It done gone too far. And when it done gone too far and that grease started hitting off that pan, y'all already know. But hey, man, we got some more big things to get into on today's show. I love y'all. Happy holidays. I hope y'all are staying warm. I know it's getting cold in a lot of these places, man. We're going to end December off on a great note. You know, getting ready for the New Year's. And again, man, spreading love to one another. It's one love to the human race. Again, no matter what side you lean politically, no matter if you hate or love President Trump or this administration, or if you don't care about politics or however it is, I want to wish the best on all you guys' life, man. And that goes for every last one of y'all that's tuned in right now. I don't care where you come from, what you look like, what your skin color is, this or that. Don't care. It's one love, man. And I encourage y'all to spread that love. God bless you all, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace and love, you guys.